Today on June 12th, Democracy Day, now in BCAB, and we will do everything to make sure we protect our democracy. That's not the message when BC President Muhammadu Buhari give us this morning when BC they talk to us for a nationwide broadcast. And he talk and say, sacrifices them day when we say our people them day, people them, when we say they come, when we say they call founding fathers of our democracy, say they make many sacrifices. We could make sure say this sacrifice we not just let water wash and come out, or things when we say they happen when they wash and come out. How we go to sustain this democracy? How we go to make a move from where we say they make you go on that place? This is a matter when we say we want to talk. The gain when they side, the loss when they side, and how we go to improve them. Because of this, I will go outside, go call people when they say that they go sharp away for this kind of matter, and they come talk to us. Professor Julius Iya Selen, one of them. Prof, welcome to our program.
You do well, thank you very much. My people, when I do well, stand for house, so happy June 12th.
Okay. The same happy June 12th, now I should say my brother when we say they with us here. Now one man will be like, say if you count, talk about this kind of matter, you never call and be like, say you never start. Our friend and brother, Austin Osakwe. Welcome to our program.
Thank you very much. Our viewers for house. God bless you now.
If I call you Austin Osakwe, I call you Augustin Osakwe. Which I go even know? Which I go with it?
Now democracy. Democratize the name.
So which I go to take? I want to know today because I talk. You know in my mind. I try not go ask you for answers. I go ask you for sense.
That's the first one you talk. That's correct. No, the first is always correct. Austin. Because that one come out from inside your belly.
But listen, you don't know where it take. Maybe I the data that make a So as we they do and wait is when we say they come out from our belly. Maybe we say talk. What you go like to talk? Say you come out from your belly for Nigerian democracy. When BC will celebrate now, especially when we tie them to June 12, 1993, when BC President Muhammadu Buhari used to talk and just now say sacrifice day that time when come carry us with BC with day. So between that time, June 12, I'd ask you, my brother, I call you Austin, between June 12, 1993, and now when be June 12, 2020, how the waka don be?
The waka awful, but we not go fit understand how far we don't go without looking at the history around June 12.
Okay.
June 12, 1993, now the day when presidential election, they hold on. Two people, MKO Abiola for SDP and Tofa for NROC. They can't contest election. They can't do option A4. That option A4, when we know so, now where everybody go line up either behind the person when they contest, when they support, or in picture. Now the two lines just there for there, SDP, NROC. If na Abiola you want to vote for, you queue up for SDP. If na Tofa you want to vote for, you queue up for NROC. No mago, no GBT, no wuru. We just count them, write the figure for there, everybody getting copy, then waka until they can't go collation center. So everybody for Nigeria clap happy say now the freest, the fairest, and the most credible election when they don't hold with that. Expression of democracy. Government of the majority, not the minority, where the people take the center stage. The military government at that time can't annul them. Be like baby when they don't almost bomb, they stop the labor. So katakata konde. Since that time, can't reach now. Nigerians, they find ways to see how they feel reenact what happened at that time. It was very significant because Abiola, he win in a Yoruba man for Ogun. He not only win for Yoruba land, he win for Hausa land, he win for Igbo land, he win for South.
But how would you know say you win for all this people when we say they don't announce results? What is some people they talk about?
And I make me tell you about option A4 just now. In fact, the people, they not after their mother sleep, they not feel sleep again. If they worry them, even when Nigerians don't leave the matter for them, they by themselves, if they worry them. Now it can lead to where our president that day can talk say, not be May 29, we suppose really they do democracy day. The day when democracy really holds sway, when Nigerians unite, say they want set aside tribalism, religion, go vote person when they know, say, get the capacity to bring progress and happiness into their homes. Now be that day, I make president come say, now June 12 be democracy day. So when you ask the question, how we tell no say no. Even those when he annul them, those when he come back after them, the stakeholders when they play role, all of them, they not fit sleep since that time because their mother sleep that day. And moreover, the result they in the public space. They count everybody carry result go. So before them, when they announce, the announcement don't start. As they announce, Abiola here, Abiola here, Abiola here. Make this man not go home and finish. Now they quick abort him. So the point we they make be say, Nigerians since then they struggle to see how they feel elect person to be president of this country when it not be said now on the basis of religion or on the basis of the tribe when it come from, and not be minority just enter cupboard somewhere the way they be since then. I'm sure say after they discuss they go read there, where a few people go just sit down say now this one. But Nigerians all poured out into the streets after they listen to the manifestos of both parties. They listen to the two contestants when they speak to Nigerians finish. They look their record, they look their history. Where this one come from? What did this one they do since that time? What of this one? This one feel love people, make it provide for them. So I've been and you in one go chop. After they don't assess all of these things, Nigerians came out. We even know at that time, say from the result when he reached us, Tofa own state, Abiola can go defeat him for there. So the people not talk say, oh, because now our son, now we must vote for. They saw the other man say, now this one will carry Nigeria forward. So the problem of democracy, the problem of underdevelopment, the problem of lack of security, that election demonstrates say not be the people be the problem. Okay, no problem. Now their leaders.
Okay, no wahala, we go come.
Now be the problem.
We go come to that, but the one thing when you talk yesterday, say they win the election for Tofa. Place, even lose to Abiola. When we see they get leaders, people where you say politically, they lose their place now. Now they lose their unit.
Okay, after they don't lose their unit, what did they happen after that?
We will discuss that one. That's another matter when we talk. If you see what TB say they talk, just like talk and say this style when they use that time.
Yeah.
It's in an option A4.
Yeah.
And all of that. Say everybody there for that, stay for back of the picture, stay for back of the man and the rest.
Yeah.
And the team work that time.
Yeah.
But what can happen now when BCA say option A4? We know they agree they take all those kind of things, they work again. We go bring the first start today, bring the first start tomorrow, but we don't ever go back to the one when in describe, even before we enter to you talk about that described as the freest, the fairest, and the most transparent democracy in the world. Yet, for Nigeria, yet we push and go one side.
Yeah. And you know now say Nigeria get different definition for democracy.
Okay.
Democracy is supposed to be government by the people for the people. But the democracy, when the definition when Nigeria get now say the democracy now for big men for themselves, for some persons for themselves, not for the people. It's not by the people, then for the people. It's by them for themselves. That is the democracy. So, of course, now them they make rule, now they whole yam, now they whole knife. Okay. They will court give themselves. Now they say that anybody when they even like self. We see it is even very serious now. Say the people when the citizens don't matter for Nigeria anymore. The whole thing depends on if now you dey inside power, now you get power, now you get everything. A winner, you they call say a winner takes all. So now waiting we they see here. Otherwise, since 1993, the process when I tried that time, you see how everybody feel come out. People bold, come out, vote, and all that. And then everybody are judged, say that election I ain't be the fairest, the cleanest, everything. You get the real person when supposed to rule your people. But then now, these people come now, say, oh no, some of these big men, fear not go let them go vote. They go to fear, say they not feel vote against their friend. And I don't ask before, for Christ's sake, even the system what would they do now? How many people they agree come out go vote? Many people, more people now don't lose interest, don't come out now say they not go vote again. More than even those people before when they feared, say they know if you stand against their friend, make them vote. Because that's the only reason why they cancel that option A for that time. So if you feel say you know if you stand behind another person where your friend did, stay inside your house. Make people when go feel stand. That is the people when even love this country. The people when go feel stand and then say now this person we want. Now this is
okay, before you go too far, our all for you now. Between that time and this time, Nigeria democracy they grow at all.
They grow. You know, she say matter than the wars. The masquerades now they are growing. Now masquerade they grow now. Okay. The magicians now that they grow now. not be the Nigerian democracy. The individuals, now then they big now, that they when go fit decide, say, today we go use you, we go vote for you, now you will go present. Tomorrow we will fit decide, say, you not there again, we not want you. Not be say by anything, or say that the people say no, you, only you, yeah, now you go judge, you go decide, say, this not the way it go. Anytime when you like, you wake up, if you wake from the left side of your bed, you decide what thing go happen for the whole Nigerians and all that. Which kind of democracy?
Okay, me meet my brother Austin. Make I call this Austin where we cannot go make a mistake. If you look at, you get one school of thoughts or one school of arguments. They talk and say Nigerian democracy say they grow. Even ESL say no they grow. Say because say they grow. Say with time we will get there. Because if you look at America, democracy don't pass over 250 something years. Nigeria, not just how many years? So make we waste more. So make we dey patient. If we reach that 200 years, we start say we double beat America with the speed until they go. I don't know whether you be say you did for that school.
You know, Nigeria, what thing I don't discover. We go look other places. We go pick something, an excuse to explain our failure. When they say, now 200 and something years, let them ask themselves, if another Peking, it take 6 years to write WAEC to enter school, another one take 1 year, write WAEC, enter school, which one you suppose emulate?
The one who will take 1 year to enter.
So why would they always the point say, oh, those people never do one like this, those people never do one like that? The objective conditions when they day not the same. The truth of the matter is that as you the Bible said the God when we they serve, now the one who sees the end from the beginning. In the beginning, you don't know how the end will be. That's the difference when human beings not get. But the point is that when they look something, as you they look something, you go know where that thing they go. You will know the manner in which that thing, whether they progress or they move backward. So the question be said since 1960. 60 years. By October 1st now, it will be 60 years when we get our independence. Since that time, can reach now, waiting we feel point at. Say, because of this one, we can actually say will they progress or will they go backward. Make we bring that one to democracy. I think when they talk of 1993 now, how many years ago be that one? 27 years. Not be so. So, we talk at that time, people feel come out, vote. No violence. No say they want carry ballot box. Say they keep people for here, they keep people for there. People came out on their own, go express their rights, the franchise, then go carry them out. Now, 27 years later, look Nigeria now, look at those states. Inside the same party, they fight, they kill each other. We they get many secretariats. We they get many chairmen, many secretary. For inside one party, because democracy now government of the majority. What we are having now is government where minority lords it over the majority. Who be the minority and who be the majority? It may interest you to know. Carry out your study. All the politicians, when they fight, they go so. What will be their percentage of the population? Edo State has over 4 million people. How many of these people be politicians when they carry car, they operate inside political parties? They be very tiny minority. But when they take decisions, they even look waiting the people that they talk. And it's supposed to be about the people. Because those when they fight say they want go rule. So what did they talk? They want to give food to the people. Abi? They want to give their job. They want to do road so that the people go see road they pass. They want to build hospital. If people they sick, they will go there.
They want to be servant to the people.
Why
they go fight to be servant to the people?
How you when you want to serve me?
You want to kill yourself.
When they fight, you want to kill yourself. That mean you want to serve. It is not about the people. It's about the few. So the manner in which they organize our party system is a major negative in deciding whether we don't progress or whether we don't regress in the pursuit of democracy.
Okay.
Let me quickly say this.
Okay.
You cannot have democracy without institutions working.
Okay.
That election of, because we'll keep going back to it because our democracy day.
Yes.
That election, how would they talk so? The INEC at that time, the NEC, they release the result. As the thing happen, people copy them, the result they come out, then they release them. Now the military at that time, now talk say they don't want. Today, let us compare the electoral umpire of that time to the one we get now. Oh, na mago, oh, na wuru. The confidence of the people not there. So the enthusiasm when people take come out in 1993. It's not there now. People now, to even bring them come out, come vote, you go give them money to go vote. At that time, people queued up. They came out of their houses. So, in going forward, democracy, when we dey run so, needs to, the only way it go work now when institutions they work. The judiciary go they work.
Okay.
The police system go they work. The umpire go they work. The political parties go get internal democracy to the extent that not be say the whole night meeting somewhere. Now ain't go throw up people. Political parties go be a grooming institution to throw up good leaders. They follow so?
They follow. But before that follow, I know say you be a lecturer for university, or you only ask them when they raise hand up, you ask, hey, you say, okay, what we do and going on the door for class.
Yeah. No, the issue now, you see, my brother here, Osakwe, he don't raise so many issues. So that question when you ask him, we say whether the democracy between 1993 till now, whether it progress. I hope you're able to, the public, the people when they listen to us, take out some points when he talk. Number one, he talk, say the umpire at that time, don't regress. That's now one. Number two, the process itself, they don't kill more people than at that time, now than that time. Number three, they say now fewer people they come out, fear they let them come out now to come vote compared to that time. Number four, when I want to add, they say that time security agents when supposed to guide the election, this thing are also themselves now, and that they even they help the rig the election now.
Barely.
So all the people when they involved that time, if you look at the political parties, in those days, political parties they get manifesto before you do election. Now, political parties not they get manifestos anymore. In those days, political parties they get principle upon which they want govern. When you hear like America when they talk now, you hear that these people get this party their own standard, this other party their own method and all that. In Nigeria, we used to have it. Right now, we no get again anything anywhere when you then see say food. Day now.
Any government power?
Yes, every Nigerian go shift go that side because now then they in power now. So all politicians go quickly go bet for that one so that their hand go also touch the Nigerian cake. So if you look at very many things between that time and now, the whole thing don't grow worse. So, and I thought, people not only people when not they see deaf and dumb, now they not go fit decide say okay, we they see this thing say the way they go, we need to change. I expect since 1993 now, when it either we return back to that option A4, or we don't design another method, another electionary process, different from waiting we they do now. Because this one, what we they do now, you don't see and say e no go lead us to the promised land when they tell Moses. We no go anywhere. So we must bring up another process. And then, since there's an advancement now, there's advancement technologically. When they talk, some of us, they discuss in another place, they say, why will Nigeria now not go fit key into this electronic voting? Why will not go
annexed by 2021, so they go start on
e-voting. And make them fast now.
Okay.
Because what they see here, they say, not be election will they do again. Now people, they select themselves, they put for power.
Okay, before they say you don't agree, say we don't move from election to selection now.
Yes.
As they say they talk, I want to find out from you. You say on June 12 that time, 1993,
Yeah.
that the thing happened when they do the election. 11 days later, June 23rd, now I say everywhere boss. Everybody talks yes, we no go agree, enter town, and the rest. And say the thing go round the whole country. You no go enter town. I want to find out from you now. These days, we are the voice of the people for Nigerian democracy. Because the voice of the people, now say, okay, now this man now will vote for that time. The choice of the people. The voice of the people can come out on the 23rd of June 1993. Say, now so we want time. Even if at the end of the day, they see silent them and all of that. That kind of voice, we don't see again. But today, now what we go see now, it's a set of people come out and say, what you government do say we don't like them. Another one go come out again now. So what you government do say we like them and all of that. So they'll call clash of interest. I want me to pick out from that place, my brother, Austin Osakwe.
You know where to start that narrative?
You never tell me.
Comparison.
Okay.
At that time, people actually go and go vote, and they know say they rob them.
Okay.
When, look, human beings, they get conscience. If you know say you go vote, and they actually steal the mandate, you go protest. I tell you, say one of the difference between that time and now, be say people not they go out to vote. What be the number of people when they go vote? Number two, you when you go out go vote, they don't already pay you before you go vote. What do you want protest for? Which one be voice?
Okay.
They don't buy them from you now.
Okay.
On election day you go kill, they say people dey inside, they say they don't vote. Now when news comes, say you there here. Now for 4,000 they give for that place.
Everybody don't take off.
Where my card? Where I keep my voter's card? Yes, everybody carry voter's card. Not be say they want to go vote. They, in most of the cases, they don't even know what they vote for.
The money
Where did they give the money so? So you ask where voice of the, where they lost their voice the day when they collect money go vote.
Okay.
So at that time, not can concern them. What did they do with them again? It be like say you when person come buy something from you, you give you money. It not going to concern you how you use the thing when you buy. Now it be the thing so now you don't pay put. So essentially that's why people not feel protest anything. Because everything are arranged, right from the party place so now arranged. You go hear the voice of Jacob, you go they see the hand of Esau. They don't arrange them. When they reach where the people did who ought to lay claim to ownership, they buy them. And they deliberately infuse violence into the system so that good people go just say, which kind of thing be this? Very soon now you will start to hear, keep your children at home, keep your words at home. Because those
don't they hear us much more already?
No, because the merchants of violence, they're ready.
They don't come out.
They're ready. And meanwhile, all this fight now to conserve me. How do I believe say you want to conserve me? And they fight, you want that put. You don't mean you conserve now yourself. Number two is that when people they protest at that time, then they protest knowing say they go get justice. Now, they go tell you say whether you like it or not, go to hell. They say worrisome one when they worry me, my brother. You know, say now from 1999 PDP now rule this Edo state.
Yes.
I want to use this state as an example. PDP can rule for 8 years. At that time, even they hear say PDP they talk say they will rule for 80 years, 100 years.
150 years.
150 years. God bless you. You do history. Now election can happen for here. Another party come power.
Yeah.
Why another party could come? Two things. Number one, if you rig election, people go court. They go bring evidence, go court, and then go court with the confidence. Say court go look the thing and they go decide who do well and who do wrong. Look at the thing when they happen for APC for Edo State. We not supposed to bother. You know why? Because Bible talks say a house divided against itself cannot stand.
Yeah.
You know why we're not supposed to bother? The way they behave now, go just tell us, say these people not ready to come rule us well. Now, my own they talk so, I don't care about the politics. Not concern me, I not there anyone. But the way they don't behave, it go just tell you, say, these people not be with them one can serve. Because if they not feel rule, even the organization when they be members, they not feel provide peace there. They cannot come and provide peace. What will the people do? They go just quiet, they not will talk. On election day, there's an alternative. They go just bring PDP to power. Or which other be the other parties now? ABGA or PPA. No, say they don't abolish many of them. At a time, WCI, MUCD, all of the day inside. Yeah. So the people go just identify those when they want contest for the other parties. Quietly, they go just file out. Because they don't know, say that one, whether they fight so, those people now violence that they bring can't give us. Now money they want can't chop. They want can't cause mayhem. They want can't create problem for us. So we go identify another one, they go vote. But you know why that one and people don't get confidence so much in it?
You never tell me.
Because everybody they say no matter what you do, they don't write down. They don't write down. You know, say even for within the same party now. Some they talk say we not go do this, so we not go do this type because if we do this type, they go just write the results.
And the other thought this type we must do.
The other said that it has to be this type.
Even screening. One of the candidates say he knows say result already.
We did the screening. One say he knows say he no will get justice. Now the same party. What would the people do? Not just bother. Follow the biblical principles. When two brothers fight over their father's property, a stranger will just come
pick up from the hands.
Go pick up.
Okay, make we.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay,
You get one point when I want to add to that thing.
Before you go add and say George, the one I want to ask you.
Yes.
You see what him be say he talk now. He talk and say that time people they protest together because they get the blessing, they go court, go anywhere, they go get justice.
Yes.
And the rest. But these days we come to say and say, if let's say the court is safe, they don't they give us the kind of justice when they say they want. Sote, the chief judge when they say yes, when they swear in that I talk and say they go look into technicalities and that kind of thing and that kind of, and some kind of level of technicality. Because they want to say technicalities when we say they bring come and what it happen actually. You can't different, they can't blast, they can't clash. And they can't look at the technicality, they can't winner. So in this kind of case, how person go take no say yes, go get justice for that kind of place? Because some people they say yes, don't worry, you're not agree, don't worry. We'll go to court, we'll be waiting for you there. People talk like that before now.
Yes.
So in this kind of a thing now, how we want to take no and when we say our own, we're going to say, yes, they rob you for here. If I go here, I'll get justice for my election. And that's what we say you get for my say, want to take journal.
Yeah.
Take a take journal.
So to make we know, say, the Nigerian state is completely sick. You understand? When the system is sick, it's difficult for you to get, say you go get the real thing. When the performance of somebody is always very, very low when the person is sick. So what do you see here? Nigerian state is sick because all the institutions when make up Nigerian state, they're sick. The judiciary is also sick. Not the judiciary, you hear that day that they chase people all around, say they bribe this one, they give them this money, they give this one, they give this one. Person when they give money, what will be the reason why they give the person money? When it be say even government themselves, the people when they give, now that they follow to go pursue them, say they give them money. Not be to pervert what Oyibo they call justice, not to change turn water into wine. Now they do. So there is how you want can't get justice there. Okay, all of us know in this thing. Say even this government, you get one man or no gain. The way when they try to remove him. Say now the more you look, the less you see. Now they tell remove him for office. Now that place you want can't get justice. Then the man when they put everybody right say this man not really go school, he not really go law school, he not qualify well in Arabic, Kirido, and all that. Now they yet we fight to say people cry, shout, everything. Now that man they still put you now that kind of place you feel say you go get justice and all that. So if you look at everything, you find say now cash and carry. Now Nigeria don't enter. Everything now, the value system, waiting Nigeria they value anything. Now money, everybody calling money. Meanwhile, It not used to be like that. I tell the same thing when we discuss about June 12 and all that. You know, say now, that time, na Abiola King give a ticket for one party. And then it be one Muslim. Do you understand? Now, can you get that? You can't get it all.
Except everybody get interest.
Yes.
Why
except
say you bend. Be Muslim?
Except say you
why
bend.
Why they go be Christian?
Yes.
Why they go call for North?
Yes.
Why they go call for
exactly.
South?
Except say you bend people hand backward, like waiting they do now. Otherwise, you not go fit on it. Nobody go green now. That tells say this country don't they polarize, don't they separate because the system everything they poison. But the other one when I want to add to this thing, they say people when they hungry, if they go fit talk anything, they go fit defend anything. How they want to protest? The first thing when politicians don't do to the citizens of this country, now to pauperize them, to make them hungry. And so anybody is hungry, it be like person when never drink water.
The person when they hungry, you know they think straight.
You know, yes, now person when never drink water for so many days, the day inside desert, he go drink urine, or he see where one drop of water want come from. He go quickly rush. Now my brother talk just now say, now you go now to receive money. Now people they go feed polio boats.
They don't make them poor well.
Yeah,
they
they
people,
you know they see people they cook food now. They go put padlock for the pot and all that. Not be waiting with they see everywhere. Yes, now if you dey face me, I face you house. You know if you carry your pot, leave they cook, leave food. People, if you see students for school and many of these, they don't feel spread cloth for outside again. If you spread cloth, you stand by it until it dry. Otherwise, before you come back, the clothes don't find.
Okay, see, time no be our friend. Time now want to say they wait for, but no, they ever they wait for you for this kind of matter. We say with the take so. My brother Austin Osakwe, if you just get the opportunity now, you just sit down and say, okay, Austin Osakwe, do one thing as one day president. You know, vote to no do anything. You say one day president. Anything we say you talk, now we say we go do. What if we say yes, be that thing when you go do. To make sure say yes, our Nigerian democracy it get different face for what you get now because so while and IBC just they call since.
I tell you, my brother, if you not reach one, if you just be 1 hour.
But what they make you do is the most take and follow on.
This party system, I go abolition.
Okay.
This party system, when we get for ground, now there our problems.
Too plenty. I've been like waiting.
Plenty. Now private investment organizations.
Okay.
They will tell you, so they get 500 members for the party. How many of those people get card? How many they pay? The card, when they give them, make you take the card, check them. They rule them into 12. Then they're supposed to pay monthly due. Make them bring Osusumaye or Gwamba there, put out, make people come pull hand, make them swear. Okay. Whether they don't ever pay monthly due, they'll be party member. So now few people now get the party. Okay. Once those few people don't sit down, you know, look, you know, in all of this, you know, in all of this, they are not talking of performance. They're not. I got to see all the fights since now. I never hear say, see what the list say they want to do. They not do them. It's not important. I hear one of the governors when fair rule here that time. It's not saying they find second term. He can't say no problem. It don't work. He said that they call and come meeting. The leaders tell us say, where they do you? We send you, maybe you can't do road. Now school they say you go build. You don't say you go take care of party leaders. Because a lot of these people, if they feel form under occupation, the only thing when they get to write then a party leader. So give me 1 hour, abolish this present party system. Let me take your mind back. I think 87 or so, the election that brought our brother Lucky Gmfb to power. It was zero party election.
Yeah.
I did already know that time. As students, I said, all of us, the moment you identify, say, this young man is from a good family. This young man is not coming to come and carry our resources. Maybe the only thing when we consider, to the extent that in that election, the number when Lucky Gmfb be for chairmanship, those when he run for councillors, when he did that number, they take and win. What am I telling you, sir? Look, some people have talked about independent candidature. Beautiful. If you as an individual, you don't work for community, and your community recognizes you as somebody when they feel trust, forget about political party. That day go stand, make them come queue up. That's one. Two, I don't talk and say this idea of insisting that political parties should have national spread. Now our greatest enemy be that. It said the only way you will register a political party be say it must get office in 2/3 of all the states of the federation. You have given it to businessmen. And politics shouldn't be business. Governance shouldn't be business. If me, my interest now for Oredo, if I just say, look, me, my people now Oredo now there I want work. The political party when I want use as vehicle to enter power, it go just dey exist for only Oredo. The thing when they happen for the rest of the country not concern also. Now only that Oredo. It's proportional representation. We go focus on Oredo. If na Edo State, we go focus. If na look, the AD succeeded in the West so much because they were not really bothered about what was happening in other parts of the country. They knew what Awolowo had espoused as the main ingredients for progress through politics. So the party concentrated on the West.
The grammar don't dey plenty.
No, but no say.
I mean, I don't
no say I don't get father, I don't get mother. And then professor too where is he there? He too near me. So the thing they affect me. They affect me.
Okay.
So they can't use the party. They push those values when they believe in free education, full employment, rural development,
full gainful employment.
Full gainful employment.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is this: give me one day. Think out, because you cannot build something on nothing. The foundation is important. Then they start to build house for roof. Don't give political parties to a few people who will see it as their property and then begin to decide whimsically. Prof, don't come again. Okay. They'll come to decide just by their own reasoning who then go give power to. You say you are disqualified. You will not like your face.
No, you don't do. Go sit down.
Go sit down. So, like, if we continue like that, our system not go throw up the best, and then good people go they waka, they command for the system.
Thank you very much. So, if they still give you that one day now, the democracy day now, President Muhammadu Buhari just say, Professor Yaseres, come and take over the district. Just to do one thing. For this one day, wait anything when we say you do.
He don't talk the one when I want build on phone. That is say this party system na rubbish, not be him at all.
Okay.
22 million and moi, I be 21 million and moi.
22,500,000.
Yes. Nine they take fund for the two political parties like
one
this.
With 21,
one with
500.
Yes.
So
how many people? Yes. How many people feel raise 22 million?
That be the business.
So that is the number one thing. This same party system. Number two, we say what did they call curriculum vitae? Even in your family, in your own house, you know who feel leave the people. You must get CV. People go sit down. They go draw up criteria. Before you can carry
people they see your yesterday.
Yesterday, people they must know your waiting be your trappings, waiting you don't do down the way where you they behave for the society before they otherwise. Now, people you don't kill people before they know blood they your hand. If you carry ballot box now for this country where we did now. So when you finish that, the CV, the next thing they say, the process now. If you not do that option A4, Nigeria must start this electronic voting. I'm looking forward to it. They must do electronic voting where either you get the electronic voting machine when they go use, or establish ATM machine so that even villagers now go villages. People when they village go collect money even for bank. The same thing. Now banks go issue ATM card or even this thing. They go remove all these voters card specifically. When it be say now, the fish share give people they must when you follow that process, when it be say na bank or something like that, it will give you like that ATM card or electronic voting machine card, you will find say one man go possess one card. And then as you put her inside that machine, go show your age. Once your age now the one when you know if you vote, it go show there. Nobody go feel once you don't vote once, key your name and you don't vote once. It will show say you don't feel vote a second time and all that. When we do all of that, or you return back to the same option A4 when we don't try before. If not the one when if not all these things, the government don't get money if you buy machines or ATM machines for different places. go back to this option A4. Those people when go fit come and come say, yes, this country don't do too bad. Make we vote for the person when we want to vote for. Not by based on party. The person not go come through party means. He go come through on his own. Not be and then abolish this money politics. When he be say until you get 20-something million, you not go fit stand for election. No.
My brother, Professor Julius Iyasole, thank you so much. Don't forget, they say, no, Nigeria, how did they do the thing? So they say, how would they lose? How they tie the time, they lose. So how they plan? So other people don't say, I don't do like this. So I will take how we go take the thing.
They will say, there must be a way to.
The guy when you go tie and nothing. You go tie here, tie there. You not go see where you go enter.
Julius Iyasole, thank you so much. And our brother Austin Osakwe, thank you so much.
God bless you.
I will not say yes. We don't let me so many things for this democracy day discussion. I will not say with time when we say not say our democracy, not be age. We go meet up with the people that want to say they want to be 200 and above. We go past them. We'll take small break. When we come back, we stop. Not go anywhere. Stay with us.